What's going on, everybody? It's been a heck of a week for crypto. Everything's 9,000. You can't complain. But it was higher. How high did we get? Like, I think 94, 93, 95. 7 days. No. 90, almost 94. Anyways, I wanted to start this off by just going over a couple things. Soon we'll see Libra up here. Oh, man. Libra is everything that I thought it was. It's not what it portrays itself as, though. Portrays itself as a shining knight in armor type of deal. Well, it's going to be interesting to see it play out. But congratulations to Ripple. They felt the heat from Libra, and so they made a big move. MoneyGram. I've never used MoneyGram, but if I ever have to send money to somebody in somewhere, I might use them now. Just because, I might as well. MoneyGram's going up, though. Their stock's up like 150%. XRP on the other hand, not much. Maybe I think it hit 45 cents yesterday. Now it's 42. So, let's see. But yeah, they supposedly Western Union couldn't save any money, but I really don't believe them because they're slow as heck. 2-3 days for a transfer, unless you pay like $5-10 or something to transfer money. Like supposedly it's instant, but I don't know how instant that is either. So you gotta pay the price to use Western Union. So I think in the end they'll either fold or go under. So I am going to go to our mysteries page because the mystery is unraveling of old Libra. Here we go. It's so bright. It hurts my eyes. It really is bright. You know what? I didn't even verify if my YouTube is actually streaming. So I probably should check that right now. But as you see, it's Connected Wallet for Connected World. So, in other words, they really are going to try to be a global new world type of bank. And that's kind of it's not being portrayed right now as they have the blessings from the government, but they do. Because Libra's playing a part in all this, acting as if they are a freedom coin type of deal, like Bitcoin. They're trying to pretend. They're trying to appear as as Bitcoin freedom type of deal. Spend money anywhere quickly. Safe from governments, like fiat. They're going to use like government bonds and other type of resources. No, not resources, but to be pegged against. Not they're going to be like everybody thought, just 1-to-1 type of deal with the dollar. Their Libra coin will actually show, depending on where you are in your local fiat, but it's not actually local fiat. So, let's see. Looks like my YouTube might not be working properly. Thing is so slow. Let's see. Just wanted to verify. Okay. So you can see it looks pretty easy. They show you in this little live HTML or GIF how easy it is to send. Looks pretty quick. Shows you your Libra balance. Doesn't really show you. They still show a difference though in the US to MX. I guess you'd be sending to Mexico in this little demo. But it says it's for everyone. Everyone around the world. They got different places, different people from everywhere. It's in that picture. Imagine if cash became digital. It's always been digital for like since they dropped the gold. Uh, Imagine if more people had more access to global economy. Imagine a new global currency on a new global network. Okay, so this is where they get the blessing from the feds. Let me put some music on a little background. Okay. My dog is snoring. If you can hear him, I'm sorry for about that. And the other dog is like yelp, not barking. I guess they got upset about something they knew I was talking about. Okay, so this is how money should be. Easiest sending a message or a photo. Hey, Dad, I miss you. I hope everything back home is good. Oh, here. Oh, you care about me for Father's Day? Here's a little something to help you get through the month. Here's 100 Libra. So you'll be able to use it in their different apps, Messenger, WhatsApp. Let's see. Seamless, better way for money. You got to verify yourself, though. Government issued IDs. So there's your lack of freedom. You're going to have to put your name attached to the money you're spending. But this is kind of the idea I was just explaining to people. It's going to be private. I mean, I said, how is crypto going to work in the real world? It's going to be private unless the government wants to see what you've been doing. Libra is their answer. And they plan on working with these governments to just to get a to start their little bank of Facebook, because companies, probably Amazon and whatever other companies are going to be starting. They're going to be the new banks. Let me show you this real quick. Symbol for Libra. Something big might happen in September, October. Who knows? Oh, great. You can't see this whole thing. It's an image. But it's the symbol skills, and I believe we're going to head to a balance, global coin, for example. And we also are going to be like fair and balance, not Fox News. They are saying they're concerned with below this. I guess it's talking about a Libra, what Libras are, and it says they are concerned with issues of social justice and are natural diplomats. So, to me, that tells you exactly what's going to happen after you upset Facebook. That's the dangerous part, is if Facebook can gain too big of a market with being a bank, they can cut you off, guys. If you upset them, there's nothing gonna stop them from changing their privacy and policy and the just the way they manage their business. They have a council of people together that pay $10 million a piece to be part of this, and they're gonna pretty much get to decide later on, once they onboard billions of people, that they want this to be this. And I mean, it's sometimes it's like, I don't really see, it's not that bad type of deal. They're gonna just, it's gonna be like that Black Mirror episode where people are rating each other, you're giving you a score type of deal. But when it starts affecting your whole life because of some certain belief you might have, then it's gonna be like really dangerous. The social credit score, because they like ban you from using certain things. I mean, if they control your money, you can't literally buy anything. Or yeah, I mean, you're screwed. So they're collecting all this data. China, government agencies, and private companies. Okay, just you can replace that with America and the world. Government agencies and private companies are collecting enormous amounts of data about an individual's finance, social media activities, credit history, health records, online purchases, tax payments, legal matters, and people you associate with. In addition to images gathered from China's 200 million surveillance cameras and facial recognition software. That probably includes their phones. There's a reason why Hawaii is being banned in the US, because it's considered a spy device. So you can replace this with the USA or any other government, and they're going to be doing it worldwide. And so far, I'm probably on the naughty list, because I'm telling you what they're doing. I don't know. I don't know really if that's a bad thing or just a awareness. Social credit scores. It will pretty much make your life miserable. But supposedly you get perks if you're a good guy. So I think they want to try to pull off for like people just it's like a control method, like the ultimate control method. It says you even cheat in a video game, your social credit score goes down. This is like I don't know if they're doing this now, but purchasing diapers help your score. Buying alcohol might hurt your score. Playing video games for too long might hurt your score. Oh man, that's scary. Because it's just going to be like whatever they want. Oh man. But Libra is going to help that, because corporations and governments are going to be equal and balanced. I finally figured out what the legal playing, not legal, but equal playing field means. And there's a reason why Libra is not doing one-to-one fiat, because we have to go through our next global meltdown pretty much to create the ultimate equal playing field or whatever. And then once that happens, more people will be trusted to move their bank from Bank of America or Chase Bank to the Libra Bank, which holds a currency that's more stable because it's based off of government bonds instead of fiat, which can just be continuously printed, which is currently happening. So Libra's supposed to go live in early next year, I think January or something. I'm gonna say the stocks. This is my prediction. The stocks will hold either till near the end of this year. So right before the release of this, so people will be like, I need to get my money out of the U.S. cash or whatever. It's in their white paper on Libras about the stability issue, even if a government fiat fails. That's your first big flag. It's not even have to be a bad flag. It's just a flag or a big tail. So G20. I wrote these down because it's a lot of stuff to keep up with. June 18th was the global coin release, which is today. 2 weeks from now, Trump's supposed to release his big news, which I sounded like specifically. My guess is the global gold standard of some sort, and that's going to be around G20, the 28th to 29th of June. So it might not go into effect then, but I think it will start affecting the stocks and whatnot starting in end of June. July 22nd, BACT goes live. They keep referencing Apollo 11 because some type of moonshot. I think I was reading more about BACT, so BACT is going to make their own type of price for Bitcoin, kind of unrelated to all the exchanges going live. So once they go live, it's going to flood money in there from fiat to Bitcoin and whatever else they have, which is going to expedite the meltdown of the global financial system. Once the financial system crashes, everybody and their mama, grandma, uncle is going to be looking for a way out. And who is going to save the day? Not the banks, because all they have is fiat. Gold reserves, Libras of a sort. I don't think Libra's going to be the only one. Facebook coin, maybe Amazon coin, any other type of big business. So, like I said, it could really happen around the end of the year, September, October-ish, or wait till Libra's fully functional. They could speed up their release date. It's probably already done to New Year, January. The election is November 3rd, 2020. Trump's always talking about level playing field.
Along very well, and I think that will also be very much of a benefit to Japan. So we had a very, very good talk last night, and discussed a lot of subject. It was a long talk, and we are working on that as we speak. We have conversations with various representatives of China. I believe that will all work out very well for everybody, China, Japan, the United States, and everybody in the region. As far as the currency devaluations, I've been complaining about that for a long time. And I believe that we will all eventually, and probably very much sooner than a lot of people understand or think, we will be all at a level playing field. Because that's the only way it's fair. That's the only way that you can fairly compete in trade and other things. And we will be on that field, and we will all be working very hard to do great for our country. But it has to be fair, and we will make it fair. I think the United States is going to be an even bigger player than it is right now by a lot when it comes to trade. A lot of that will...
I think that has to do with the gold standard. He's even mentioned the gold standard before, but there's so many videos I can't look them up. So with Japan a couple of years back. This is him in Europe a year back.
Tape coming out of the White House.
Over the years, the United States has been losing hundreds of billions of dollars.
And he's not talking about a level playing field that's going to just benefit the U.S. This is a worldwide thing.
With the European Union, and we just want it to be a level playing field for our farmers, for our manufacturers, for everybody. And we also want a big beneficiary, frankly, to be the European Union. So we think...
For everybody, guys, fair and balanced. Equal playing field. Libra is going to help us get there. Okay. So, that will be the transition. Libra, Bitcoin, with backed. They're going to push us to this. This will be maybe a little bit later on. But this is like globally. Then, CBDCs, central bank currency, will be kicked in. They're not for near future, so maybe next year. These will be coming to save the day as a exchange of a sort. That's why I think all these exchanges are being kind of pushed out. Not only to get rid of certain cryptocurrencies, but also because the banks aren't just going to hand over the castle, the keys to the castle. So say we have a couple of currencies, Libra, Amazonia, Microsoftia, I don't even know what else. Who else is there? McDonald's. McDonald's might make a burger coin, which I would actually buy because I like the idea of a burger coin. Pizza coin. I can't wait. I love pizza. No, I really don't. But the bank is interested in creating a gold-pegged crypto. So I just made my first purchase of gold. This is the first purchase of gold in my life. And you know why? Because this is going to hit us pretty quickly. People won't be ready for it. When the markets crash, gold, Bitcoin, any type of other uncorrelated asset to fiat is going to skyrocket. So I purchased gold. I've got Bitcoin. Got some XRP. You know why? Because they know that can't even see it, can you? Distributed ledger technology, which underlies many proposed models of CBDCs. Yeah. This is the XRP. When the curtain is pulled back, XRP will be it. It will be the center part of the scales. Parts actually holding everything up. You see, because you could have corporations on the left, pizza coin, chicken tender coin, global coin, and over here you'd have Russia CBDC, US coin, South Korea Japan coin, and when they gets changed over, both being, these would be backed by gold, these would be backed by whatever. There's going to be a tightening of the belts, guys. We're like going on a major diet. No, it's going to hurt. Hunger pain always hurts. But yeah, it's going to be good. Going to be good. Here's another one. Like, I can't make this stuff up. The future, guys. Level playing field. This girl's... I watched this the other day. She's talking about using Bitcoin. So I think Bitcoin is the first mover. Bitcoin will be established as a global reserve currency. Some type of, also not related to certain specific government bond or some type of deal, but something you could put your trust in. Doesn't even have to be fast or anything else. It's just a store of value. I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep that because of backed. And then once back gets going, you're gonna see your Van Ack ETF and whatever other else ETFs for Bitcoin. Yeah. So then, big money's in place. And then the little money can come in. The little ants go marching in one by one, throwing their money into Bitcoin after back's in place. And their checks going in can prop up the price of Bitcoin. $1 million, $10 million. But XRP is going to connect the corporations, new corporate banks, Facebook Bank, Amazon Bank, to these banks, central banks. Guys, I'm not a fortune teller, I wouldn't say, but I can tell you that I'm 96% sure about this. There's a 4% chance I'm full of crap. But I still think we're going to see huge returns next month once BAT goes live, because Bitcoin and XRP are still kind of following each other. And you know, this is why I really think it is, because some people make money from Bitcoin and sell a little, and then put it on alternative assets from Bitcoin. So I think that's why the price fluctuates of other coins, because people just don't have tens of thousands of dollars to just put into their coins and hold it there. I mean, some people do, but majority of people don't. That's why Libra will bank the unbanked. And like I said, there's going to be other ones. Probably Nacho Libre. A couple other ones that are going to take a huge stance. Alibaba's already done it. And I didn't even think about that. They're a corporation. They're pretty much a bank. They do so many transactions in Asia, China, for example. Everywhere you go in China, you're paying with the QR code. So they're a bank. All they got to do is make a cryptocurrency, send that towards the China Central Bank, and you're all connected. So America needs to go online. China's going online already. And this lady, Christine Lagarde,
Currency.
she kind of is, I don't know who's behind her, but she's kind of like a chess master. The ultimate chess master.
So that users' identities would be authenticated through customer due diligence procedures and transactions recorded.
And like I said, my other video is telling you how they needed to provide some type of government oversight if you wanted this to work out. They're not just going to let Monero run around. And I mean, it'd be crazy. I'd like to see how that would play out, but I know it's not going to be. They'd figure out a way to kill it. It would take a huge effort by people to make that succeed. But I don't think there's not enough people out there to actually do that. Like, you got people in crypto that are in there to make money. Then you got people in crypto that are more libertarian / anarchist. It's a small subset of the masses. The masses haven't even jumped on board this next bull run. Once they get on, we'll see. Like I said, I think 50,000 Bitcoin easily. The marketing, once they do some marketing. But let me see.
But the identities would not be
Because that's the only
disclosed
way it's
to either
fair.
third parties
That's the only
or
way.
governments unless it was so required by law. So when I purchase my pizza and my beer, the supermarket's bank, their marketers would not know who I am. The state
She's talking about cryptocurrencies by, like, if you're using Libra at the store.
might not either, at least by default. But anti-money laundering and terrorist financing controls would nevertheless run in the background. And if a suspicion arose, it would be possible to lift the veil of anonymity and to investigate.
I've never even heard this just till today, and I was sharing my thoughts about the developers building this out, and I guess Facebook was listening. They do have the app installed, so they probably were listening and
This
took my
setup
idea.
would be good for users, bad for criminals,
They also
better
Christine
for the
Lagarde's
state
idea.
relative to cash, and of course Challenges remain, but my goal at this point is that we should not give up and we should explore those options and see whether they can be made to work. The second risk relates to financial stability. Digital currencies could exacerbate the pressure on bank deposits we discussed earlier.
Okay, so that's kind of going to hope what I said, the crash to come.
If digital currencies are sufficiently similar to commercial bank deposits because they are. In addition, if depositors are running to foreign assets, they will also shun the digital currency. And in many countries, there are already liquid and safe assets to run towards anyway. Think of mutual funds. Bank offers a full service solution, from digital wallet to token to back-end settlement services. What if instead central banks entered a partnership with the private sector? With some
Okay, that tells you exactly everything that's on the board right now. Here, in here, buddies. I hope y'all guys are ready. I don't even know what to think about it all. Honestly, it's just like, what are you gonna do, right? You got a tight grip. And just so you know, I'm not crazy.
Things.
And the liquidity in digital assets could be applied to actually make that much.
That's Brad Garlinghouse, the Ripple guy.
More democratized and a level playing field.
We will be all at a level playing field.
You hear that, guys? It's not a crackpot idea. It's going down. It's just when. That's the hard part to figure out. I'm saying sometime around Facebook's release, because they have to have alternative methods to perpetuate this global crash. And what they're going to blame it on is the what's it called, the trade war, maybe. I don't think they want to go to actual war. It's like the, look, dude, we can't just do this with the trade war thing. We're gonna have to bomb you, because I really need to get rid of all this debt. We get a lot of debt. I would just prefer just to print a bunch of money with my fiat, pay off my debt, and then we'll all just live happily ever after with the new money. We'll let these corporations take over a couple of these bank positions that we used to have. And then we'll still be running everything in the background. And you're a fool if you think that you're gonna just... You'd have to start your own community, guys, if you really just want to get away from the government. But you're a fool if you think they're just gonna let their hands off this thing and just say, well, you know, that Bitcoin, that's a real threat to us, and we're just gonna let it do what it does. You keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, and that's why everybody's cozied up to Bitcoin, guys. Even though Bitcoin could have been created by whoever for whatever purpose, to help prep the immense talent to build out these blockchain systems that will pretty much track everything on the blockchain, and it can never be changed. Like I said, a lot of good, a lot of bad. Just depends on if everybody's actually on this level playing field, and everybody has this type of thumb over them, because it's going to be a big thumb if this credit score goes in effect. Facebook type of deal, Twitter type of deal. I think there are certain companies, though, that are actually pushing back against this Gab. I don't even say Twitter, for example, but he is pro Bitcoin. So I don't know. I just know we are headed into a huge transition, and the money you have in your wallet right now is probably going to be worth near to zero, because it's not going to be cash. It's going to be digital for everyone. So this is starting now. Maybe a couple weeks it will be actually like live. Maybe a day. I don't know. Who knows? I think they said it was pretty fast. Question is, during the reset, what type of money are they going to be sending back and forth? Are they just going to send the highly inflated dollar to Bolivar, dollar to euro, euro to Mexican, whatever, how you pronounce it, the peso? Are they going to send big numbers of those, or will XRP take place? Because why would you want to exchange any cryptocurrency to fiat when it's practically worthless? And I think that's why John McAfee is 100% right on his $1 million Bitcoin prediction. Because cash will just lose a lot of its value during this meltdown. The thing is once they do their reset, is it going to hold its value of $1 million? That I don't know yet. But G20 got an interesting month ahead of us, guys. Next 2 months. If you're not in Bitcoin, you probably should have your head checked. Cryptocurrency, guys. It is the future. So G20 end of the month, they might announce that we're headed to the gold standard, which is going to have ripple effects. We might not feel them now, but they're going to happen. If they don't announce it, I still think there is going to be some type of level playing field agreement. However they implement that, I still think it has to go through a reset. So their method of causing that, that's up for debate. But I think it will be a mixture of Libra coin backed, the trade war, Brexit, all those different things combined at once, like making a big old cake or pie. You gotta have all these different ingredients if you want to get the right end product. Put it in for a certain amount of time in the oven at a certain temperature, and then you get a tasty little piece of cake. I just don't know the exact time when that cake's gonna be done. It's gonna either be done in this end of the year, like around election, or around election of the year after. Well, I would say for sure before 2020 is over, we'll find out. It's going to be the final quarter of this year. It could carry out all the way through 2020, or it could hit us just really hard and fast in mid 2020. But we're pretty close because it's already July. So October, September, October. It's not just a couple months. But we're going to start seeing prices of cryptocurrencies go back to all-time highs from now to the end of the year. Pretty much a guarantee. But don't take my word for it. Because I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just the guy that's pointing out all these. I'm showing you all the dots, and I'm helping you connect them. The world is about to change, and most people are just spectating. So prepare for the level playing field. That usually means a reset. Shoot, some things that are, if you have say you had a landscape, you gotta break some things that are unlevel, maybe a little bit taller or more successful. You gotta bring them down and smash it, level it out with the bulldozer or whatever, or even a rake, whatever you want to use. And then on the other side, there might be some ground that's a little sloped. You gotta put that what you move from one area to the next, then you gotta level, and then you can build your solid foundation of the new digital blockchain financial system. And then maybe they'll work on the blockchain for healthcare type of deal. And this is the only thing I'm kind of not looking forward to, guys. Not that I'm a bad guy. I like to speak my mind, though. And I don't want to be punished for speaking my mind, because it might hurt somebody's feelings or something. Even though I'm try to be very respectful of others and try to treat everybody like I'd want to be treated or better. But I still should have that option without having to not be able to buy some donuts or pay for my electric, ride a bus. I don't know. That's just me. Maybe a lot of people like that. I actually thought about building out something like this myself before, so. Because there are a lot of jerks out there, guys. It's just, what do you do with them? I don't know. I I guess it's a human problem. Human answer for a human problem. I just it's not one of those horrible stories that you've read before growing up, or Black Mirror episodes where people are just so fake. I hate fake people. Fake people are the worst. Because you can't really trust anybody. Nobody ever tells you how they really feel. And even when you think they're telling you the truth, it's kind of just like, eh. You know, it can be damaging to always be lied to. Even, you know, your parents, friends, or whatever. Oh, you're fine. You're doing good. You're good. You're good at this. When you're really not. You're really not healthy. So truth can hurt, but it's motivating. Or it can be. Facades, don't help anybody, really. That's my only concern, guys. But they'll probably control what you eat. You eat too much fattening food, they'll probably ban you from fat. I mean, how else were they going to lower health insurance and all that stuff? Like they say they are. Banning bad foods. I just don't know what they're going to do with all these bank workers. There's going to be a lot of unemployed people pretty soon. Driverless cars. You don't need a bank anymore. Imagine if everybody just takes all their money out of the banks. Banks are going to close. Libra's going to be booming. Amazon's going to be booming. Pizza Coin, Panera Bread, Chick-fil-A bread. They're all going to be doing good if you have a digital wallet bank that's partnered with the central banks. And XRP is going to be moving those transactions from within. So then, it's a lot to think about. But if you're holding crypto, you're going to see some huge gains over the next months. June and July. And from now to the end of the next year, I think people are going to become very wealthy. Very, very wealthy, guys. The new, I think it's probably even the final. This is like the oil boom. Like, this is the final. I mean, until people go to space or something, I don't know. It was like one of the ones in our lifetime type of deal. Our chance to get in on the oil boom or get on a dollar stock that's going to be thousands of dollars later, which is going to happen, guys. These cryptocurrencies are going to, certain ones are going to explode, and a lot are going to just be pushed to the side. And through regulation, the banks are getting involved, central banks. Corporations are going to be the new banks. Yeah. So don't be surprised in if I'm wrong with my 4%. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be wrong. 96% sure about all of this. I guess I'm going to end it there, guys. I haven't done one in a while. I've just been so busy and kind of unmotivated to do one of these because, well, after a while, there was really nothing going on. I was kind of just waiting for Libra. And I don't want to just waste time talking about no news. So, this is the biggest thing that happened and confirmed everything that I previously believed. Libra will undermine the current bank structure and prepare us for the new blockchain society or whatever you want to call it, the new world type of deal. So be prepared. Don't say I didn't warn you. Hopefully you are able to make some good money off of this. So hold the coins that you believe in. You believe that are going to be part of this new future. Because I can tell you now, Libra is going to be a stable coin, even if they have their assets, whatever they're pegging themselves to, can change. And if the bonds fill, they can go to Bitcoin. They have that option. Not saying they will, but it's an option. So it will be a stable coin compared to USD. I think all the one-to-one pegs is where you're going to lose your money. See, that's what I was thinking originally with Libra. That was the only thing I might have been wrong on my prediction, is because that's what everybody was saying. Libra is going to be one-to-one USD, one-to-one whatever. That's not the case at all. Libra is going to hold its own value based off of whatever formula they use, based off of bonds. And like I said, eventually I think they'll get backed by Bitcoin, if not gold. But we're about to see a huge transition. But your one-to-one, not being in Bitcoin, keeping your money on the sidelines, you're going to regret it. I'll tell you that. All right, I'm done. I will see you again sometime, and that is the end of the mystery.